Come on.
Jimmy's got things to do, places to go, people to see, even though, look at the sun's out. But look, it's cloudy over there.
Yeah, and I probably have that much water in my basement.
Yes. Jimmy's house is making progress. We're hoping to put a video up on Friday.
She showed me a video way better than 100% better than
we're learning. We're learning in the process of how to do this, and so we're doing better. We really are. But anyway, today is time for our Halloween tag. I think it's just random questions. I don't think I actually gave it a name. I'm just calling it the Halloween tag. Okay. But I am going to tag Valerie Reese and Jones Point and Plate.
Kim from Girl on Her Phone and Mr. Smooth.
Okay. We always tag the same people, but I find that most of us always tag the same people anyhow. So I can't think of anybody that's a new channel that I'm watching right now that does tags. But if you're new, if you do the tag, let me know and I'll share your video. Okay, number 1. What was your favorite Halloween costume?
The Planet of the Apes. That was Cornelius. Remember that? I'm one of the Planet of the Apes boys.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the first costume where I actually got a costume that had the mask.
Yes. I didn't buy costumes.
I didn't give up on that one. I was like, I'm going to be Cornelius. You're buying this.
Oh, you sure you didn't buy it with your paper route money?
I could have, but I was Cornelius.
Because I didn't believe in buying costumes. My favorite costume, I went as an adult, I went as a punk rocker. I was working at Montgomery Ward's and I dressed up like a punk rocker. And I had this obnoxious customer that came in on Halloween of all times, shops on Montgomery Ward's on Halloween. And we got into an argument and I took on the persona. And the language kind of flew, as they say, because he was swearing at me and I was swearing back at him. And then he said, I'm going to get the manager. And I went, I don't give a flying who you call. And so then he called, my best friend was the manager, and she came over and, disciplined me in front of him. And then when she walked away, she said, Sandy, you can't do that. Just because you're dressed like that character doesn't mean you're going to live that character.
Want to bet?
You want to bet? But that was, and then one time as a child, I went as a scarecrow and I sewed a crow on my shoulder.
I think I've seen that picture.
It was kind of cool.
All flopped over.
It was kind of a sad-looking crow. Yeah. But, it was a homemade costume, so what can you say? Number 2, if you could have a spooky Halloween pet, what would it be? Like a black cat, an owl, a rat, something like that.
An owl. A werewolf.
Ooh, that would be a spooky, that would be a nice pet, I guess. I would pick a black cat. You know why witches don't have black cats? Oh no, I take it back. Do you know why witches have black cats? Because if they had any other kind of cat, when they shed, it would all show up on their black outfits. So this way they don't have to show any of the shedding. Mm-hmm. No, I would pick a black cat. I like cats. I had an all-white cat. I had 2 all-white cats, but I wouldn't mind a black cat. Mm. Number 3, what Halloween candy do you hate the most?
The one that, and this is like a 50-50. There is like split across the board. They should not be a candy at all. Candy corn. It is not
I like candy corn. My favorite candy corn.
But you are either candy corn or you are, oh my God, candy corn. There's no in between.
No, I like candy corn. It's like eating pure sugar.
No, it's the most, ooh.
My favorite is because when we went, yesterday we went for Danny's friend's memorial service, and they had little packets of candy, which I didn't eat, but I would have been tempted to eat if they would have had the ones that look like a pumpkin. They're candy corn, but they look like a pumpkin.
Right.
Those are my favorite of those. But then what was your other one, your toss-up one? You said it was between 2 things, candy corn?
No, it's between 2 people. You're either you like it.
Oh, I see what you're
or
saying.
You don't.
Oh, okay. The candy I don't like the most at Halloween are those little taffies or something that they're wrapped up in the orange and black papers.
Oh, yeah, those things. Mm.
No, that's like, whenever I got those, I wanted to throw them back. Just like, when I was a kid, obviously when I was a kid, I didn't go trick-or-treating.
I forgot who it was. It was either you, I think it was Grandma, but whoever it was across the street from Grandma's house and like 4 down. Like they were my first, it had to have been like the first or second house I went to because we went to Grandma's first.
Yeah.
and she dropped 3 pennies in there, and I reached in, grabbed the 3 pennies, and put them back in her dish. I'm like, I don't need 3 pennies. Are you kidding me? And Grandma made to turn back around and apologize.
Do you
Taking
see?
your chump change?
Do
What are
you,
you doing?
do you see what I had to deal with? Those 3 pennies could have added up. If every house would have gave you 3 pennies, for as many houses as you went to, look how much money you would have had at the end of the night.
Yeah, but only one did.
Yeah.
So,
What Halloween treat did you like the most?
Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh no, back then it would have been a baby Ruth.
My favorite was, like I told, when I was little, when they gave out the little loaves of Wonder Bread. I love those. You just slice them and make a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Those were my favorite Halloween treats. But as I got older,
Older is definitely peanut butter cups.
no, mine would have been Snickers. I like Snickers. I want to make sure we don't miss any. Number 5, when you were a kid, how long did your Halloween candy last?
Not long at all. It depends. If I found where she hid it, not long. If I couldn't, then it would last maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say mine probably lasted about 2 weeks. Because we used to, which I think all kids do, is you either had your own official Halloween bag, which my kids never did.
No.
Because that would have been entailing buying them one. I don't buy costumes, I'm not going to buy
Get
a
a
Halloween
pillowcase.
bag. Get a pillowcase. So, which I think a pillowcase was sturdier.
It was.
And it held more. But I would say mine lasted about maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. As an adult, did you ever steal your kids' candy? And if you didn't have any kids, obviously if you didn't have any kids.
Oh yeah, my kids to this day. Well, they don't go out anymore. But even when they were older, like their last year trick or treating, they'd come in and they'd separate them out. And they'd, here's your peanut butter cups. Thanks for taking us. You know. Luckily, Alyssa doesn't like peanut butter cups, so she would always give me all the peanut butter cups. And she was like, I got away with murder because basically I'm just giving you something I don't want anyway.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfect. David would be like, can I just give you 3? And I'll give you 2 of these. You know, and he'd bargain.
Yeah, no, I took from my kids' candies.
Yeah.
I always did. I did all that walking.
That's
I'm
what I
gonna
said.
get something. Number 7, did you hand out your favorite candy or the cheapest candy?
I never handed out candy.
I always handed out my favorite candy. My kids, I always had to hide that candy because even as an adult, I still have to hide the Halloween candy because when they
Yes.
come and they'll see it.
But I know where it's at.
Yeah, they do, unfortunately. And then on Halloween, when I
Is
would
there
put
in
it
that
out.
basket, by the way? Did
Yeah,
you
there is.
stock that?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
But when Halloween would come and I'd be outside, they'd all come scarfling through that, looking for candy. And I'm thinking, it's not for you, it's for the trick-or-treaters. Take it out of your kids' bags. No, we're going to take it out of yours. Number 8, how old were when you saw your very first scary movie?
Probably 10 or 11, The Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Which I wouldn't have let him go to if I would have known. But
No, we didn't see those at the movie theater. We seen those on TV, on HBO or whatever. It was right after we got cable.
Oh yeah, because when we moved into the house that you didn't know we were moving into, they had
That was
cable.
one bonus.
Yeah. I was 11 and I saw Michael Rennie, where he was an astronaut. It wasn't even a scary movie, but it scared the crap
baby
out of me.
ears stood
The baby
still?
ears stood still.
And you know the
And when
only
he came
reason.
back and he was like all full of the stuff from outer space, that scared me.
And you know the only reason I know that about Michael Rennie or the
Oh, 'cause
baby
Rocky
still
Horror
was because the Rocky
Horror
Horror Picture
Picture
Show.
Show.
I had
That's
to look
one
it
of the
up. Like,
songs.
what is that? Who is this Rennie? I gotta
Michael
look that
Rennie.
up.
I used to go. Remember, I used to go there all the
Oh,
time.
I used to go. Remember, I used to go every Saturday.
I used to
Samantha
go.
was funny because she goes, "You went every Saturday?" And I go, "Yeah, didn't you?" Because there was our
Yeah,
age group.
Punch
did
and
it.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah, and she goes, "No, I told my parents I went there, but I never went there." And I'm like, "Oh, I went every week. It was
I went.
fun."
I couldn't tell you how many weeks in a row I went as Punch and Judy. It was at the Punch and Judy theater rather in Grosse Pointe, and
You went as that? What's her name with the top hat?
no, I went as Riff Raff.
Did you
I was
go
one as
Riff
Riff Raff. I had that yellow shirt with the
Oh,
teeth and
yeah.
all that, and I had my hair all stringy. And
I didn't go as anybody. I just.
oh no, I went as people, and I had my bag full of
Did you see my
supplies.
mom with me coming out dressed up like Tim Burton? Hey, mom, go to the show. Could you see Grandma? Am I going,
Yeah, my mother lived with us at that point. Yeah, no, I used to dress up. That was fun. It really was. But you know what? When you see it on TV now, oh my gosh, it's like you have to go for the atmosphere.
It is the atmosphere.
was-
It's not the greatest
No, it's not.
movie
It's
or
not.
anything.
And it's like when you see like Susan Sarandon was like with the
Oh, she was
star.
like what, 17 there, 18?
She was really young, and Barry Boswick, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He was in that too. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf was in it.
You know, it's just
You know who you never hear from is that guy that played the guy he invented.
Franken.
No, not.
Oh,
Tim
the
Conway.
monster. The monster he made. Yeah.
Yeah, you never see him.
You never see him. Tim Curry had like strokes and stuff. I think he's dead now.
I don't think Tim Curry's dead.
Well, I know he's like in a wheelchair because he had some strokes.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead
I
though.
don't know if he's dead or not, but anyway, that was a good movie.
So,
That's kind of like Signs. You wouldn't really see Signs at TV on home. That's like with Mel Gibson. That was a better movie at the show. Did you ever see Signs?
I did, and actually I scared the crap out of Christy with that because the first time we watched it was when I was in Casco.
Yeah.
And we had that cornfield across the street.
Oh.
And so Christy was leaving, and as she was leaving, I was doing that little. Stop it! Turning the porch light off, and he's like,
Yeah.
just.
That was a good movie. Number 9, do you decorate your house either inside or outside for Halloween?
Nope.
I used to decorate inside the house. We had this discussion last week when Jimmy had a little conniption fit when I found
What?
out that Alyssa wants the Halloween stuff.
I don't care if she has the Halloween stuff.
Well, you kind of put a little bit of a thing when
You
I
can't
thought she was
just
going
throw
to
your name
decorate.
in there without asking.
But anyway, I have a lot of Halloween stuff that I keep in the house. We used to, when they were little, we decorated the outside of the house.
Yeah.
You know, and we play spooky music and stuff. The one year we were playing
records.
spooky, yeah, we played the
The
spooky
records.
music the one time, and the kids wouldn't come up to the house because they were too scared. So we stopped doing that. And the last thing is, what are you going to do? What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
What am I going to be? A
Yeah, what are you gonna
construction
dress
worker building a house.
I'm going to look like a serial killer because we look just like everybody else.
Yeah,
You don't need to
exactly.
dress up yet.
Hold on,
like
just start
everybody.
yawning. I see me yawn.
Okay, that's about it for now. That's our tag for the month of October for Halloween. I have been tossing around some ideas for November, so I will be sending out the list this later on this week for the Thanksgiving tags for November. So look forward to those coming up over the next couple weeks. And once again, I'm tagging Valerie Reese and Jones Pointed Plate and Doug, of course. And Val, I'm tagging Steve also.
And Kim, from Girl on Her Phone, and Mr. Smooth.
So if you're new to our channel,
Comment,
like,
subscribe.
and share.